Hey, Maria, back with another video. It's 7:42 p.m. Monday evening, June 18th, and I just got out of the shower, and I'm winding down for the evening. So I was thinking while I was in the shower how, and I brought this up a few days ago about putting the pieces together, and now I realize that I was being accused of a relationship with the cute guy before I even knew what was going on. And it's funny because I was recalling a conversation that I had with Joel's mom. I think it was the last time I actually even saw her too. She was insinuating that something was wrong with me. And she said, well, you know, you listen to all these old songs and stuff. I thought she was trying to insinuate that something was wrong with me mentally. But now I'm starting to put the pieces together, and she was trying to accuse me of having a relationship with the cute guy. This is what I'm starting to understand now. And the answer is, like I said, no. I haven't actually physically been in the same vicinity of the cute guy since, I believe, 1988. I don't recall physically seeing him anytime in 1990 or through the entire 90s. I don't remember seeing him, like, even in town, like when we were living in the Antelope Valley. I don't recall seeing him. I only remember seeing him physically in the late 80s, and that was the last time I actually saw him physically, meaning not actually walking up to him because I was too shy to do that, but like seeing him from a distance or going to Kmart or knowing where he was at a certain time and then walking by and pretending that I wasn't paying him any attention. But that was the last time. And so, of course, I've seen photos of him recently, and he's still just as cute as he's ever been. But all of you guys were wrong. Now, see, this is the funny part about people who get together and create bullshit on YouTube and in a community and whatever. Okay? Everybody's convinced they're right. They're darn wrong, okay? Like I said, I knew I had a lot in common with the cute guy when I first saw him. And some people might have thought, well, I guess obviously Joel's mom must have thought that since I liked old music and I liked old items and I liked old clothes every once in a while, that made it so that I had to have something to do with the cute guy. The cute guy and I have a lot in common. That's really it, okay? But no, I haven't seen him since the late 80s in physical form. So this is all very, like, you know, kind of funny to me, really. But it's funny. I'm actually a little bit more relieved now that I figured it out. But I'm still pissed off because of the hostility within the community and the people jumping on things that they didn't know anything about. Yeah, we do. We do have a lot in common, you know. And some people might think, well, you know, it had to be that case because why else would you be the way that you are? Like I said, you know, people have different interests in different things. You know what I mean? Like, I've always liked old clothes. Since I was a kid, I loved my mom's old clothes, okay? And, you know, I remember wearing some of my sister's hand-me-downs, you know, like in the 80s. Like, after school, you know, we had two separate wardrobes. And I still, and to this day, have two separate wardrobes. Like, I try to, okay? Like, where I'm working right now, it gets hot in a trailer. So I don't really wear the nice slacks or some of the nicer shirts anymore, okay, especially since the hot weather's rolling in. So some of the clothes that I wear in town, I've been wearing to work, meaning these are my clothes that I call, like, kick around, run around town type clothes, whatever. So I've been wearing those because it's very hot in that trailer. But if I was in an air-conditioned office or whatever, I would probably wear my slacks and some of my nicer skirts, my nicer dresses, and things like that, okay? But I've always liked clothes. And I remember, and I always had two separate wardrobes. Like, you know, when I would come home, my mom used to overdress me for school. Like, she would make me look really geeky and almost, like, laughable sometimes because, you know, she would buy me cute outfits that she thought were adorable, even though they were not within my age group, okay? Like, I was 13 and I would be wearing strawberry shortcake shit to school, goofy shit. And then, of course, she would dress me up in frilly dresses and stuff like that when I was younger. And then when I got home, I had to take those clothes off and switch into hand-me-downs or clothes that were a little bit too old, that I was older, you know, older clothes that I had in my closet that still fit but weren't as nice and vibrant in color, or may have had some wearing little tears here and there so that I could play in those clothes. So I've always had two wardrobes, okay? But still, yeah, you know, I do like a lot of old clothes. You know, I don't have any real old type clothing right now. A lot of it has worn out. I do recall buying a couple of dresses that looked very 1960s a few years ago, and there were some people who made comments about it. But, you know, the thing is that I had no idea about the cute guy, none. I think the 60s are a great time period, and I also like the late 1800s, you know. I've always had a very big fascination for that time period, you know, but I'm not walking around with that stuff anymore. You know, because when I was younger, I kind of had this really weird issue with perception. Like, I personally think that if a person wants to wear whatever they want to wear, they should be able to wear it, whatever, okay? And everybody has their own certain likes and dislikes, okay? That's how I feel. And if you feel drawn to a certain, you know, particular article of clothing, then you should wear that, you know? But, like, for example, I see pictures with some men in mutton chops, you know, those mutton chops, and I think, dude, I think that looks good. I like that look. It's a good style, okay? That's not saying it looks good on everybody, and I certainly wouldn't want the cute guy in mutton chops. He doesn't need anything like that. But it's a good style. I think it's awesome, right? But some people think, oh, that's so outdated. You gotta wear what you gotta wear, okay? But I think when it comes to clothes, I like the 1800s, and I like the 1960s, and that starts anywhere from, actually, I like late 1950s clothes all the way up to, I would say, the 1970s. 1970s clothes, I would say, are my favorite. I like the big collars. I like the funky stuff. I like the funky stuff, okay? But yeah, I do, okay? But it had nothing to do. So I just have a lot in common with the cute guy, period. So anyway, all of you guys were wrong, and the gossip was just kind of funny. The accusations were offensive on my part because I'm sitting here dealing with hostility that I didn't deserve, okay? I didn't deserve the shit, okay? And let's just say, for example, I was seeing a cute guy. What business is that? Anyone's. It's no one's business, okay? So anyway, I had to get that out. I had to make this video recording. So anyway, I'm trying to do different things around the house, trying to get my mind off of everything, and I'm tired. Really, to be honest with you, I'm bored of the conversation. I'm bored of this subject matter. I just want to move on with my life and do something different, you know, and go out and live my life, you know what I mean? Have a conversation, do different things, you know? But, you know, I come home and I'm in this routine every day, and I need to break out of it, you know, because it's not healthy for me. It just isn't. So I get the feeling that maybe some of the community wanted to quarantine me, but kind of keep me away from, like, other people because I'm being reserved for the cute guy. That's not necessary. The cute guy doesn't have competition. I've always liked the cute guy, okay? So I'm not worried about that. I just want to get back on with my life. That's all I really want to do. I want a better routine during the day. I need more hours. I need things to do. I need to talk to people. You know, have a conversation. I did meet a nice lady, African-American lady, at the grocery store yesterday, and I really do regret not getting her phone number because I enjoyed my conversation with her, you know. And it's nice to be able to talk to people and have something to relate, you know. That's not to say I wouldn't talk to white people. It just so happens that this girl and I were talking about something and I kind of clicked. And I kept thinking, you know, I should have got her phone number and we should have done something, you know. And as a matter of fact, I would like to have somebody come over and have dinner with me every once in a while. I'm bored and I'm lonely. It just sucks sitting here all the time by myself. But I do have to use discretion, okay? Who's to say that woman's not a perp? I don't know, you know what I mean? So I have to be careful about stuff because I don't want any of that bullshit, that influence that I experienced a long time ago coming into my life now. I have to be very careful because there were some people that were absolutely just evil to me, you know, and so this evil should be dispersed by now because obviously I've done nothing wrong. And if they continue to hold grudges, well, they're just pissed off, miserable people. I don't know what to tell you, but you basically persecuted an innocent woman, and an innocent person suffered for no good reason, okay? Anyway, I'm going to wrap up this video. I'm getting ready for bed, and I'm looking forward to resting, and hopefully I will feel rejuvenated when I wake up tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening. Good night.